Qualification discovery, super important. If you get good at this, you're gonna close more. Your closing is gonna get easier, and you're gonna not waste your time on tire kickers, people that are not qualified. So get really good at this in the beginning, and your sales is gonna get easier. The goal is to honestly figure out if it's a good fit and if it can help the customers. We don't want to sell them if they won't benefit from our system. And this is what makes sales hard if you try to sell to unqualified people. You can do it, but it's very hard. Have a physical notebook ready for writing down answers, and you'll also use the answers during the demo and follow-ups. And the qualification discovery part, you should only ask questions and listen. Don't give up solutions yet. Just listen. They give an answer. Okay. Like, don't start selling this. Just ask questions, listen, write down the answer, and move on to the next question. And this should take 5 to 10 minutes max. Some people, they love talking, so it takes a little bit longer. You can like stop them, like, oh yeah, I get it, and so a couple more questions, or just like be friendly. You don't have to push them too hard, but in the beginning, you can just frame it, just give short answers, just in like a couple of sentences. How does the system work? Something like that. If you're asking for concrete numbers about their funnels, their goals, mark their stats into an ROI sheet or whatever works for your business. So the example that we have is for a lead gen agency, and we have this ROI calculator. We can actually put in their ticket size, their actual closing rate, their numbers they want to achieve, and later when we demo, we can show with their numbers how it's going to work out, how the numbers are going to look, how much the ROI is going to be. So if you can do something like this, strongly recommended. And the example of qualification is for lead gen agencies. Change the questions to fit your business. So example script. First, hey Tim, nice to meet you. Where are you calling from? It's typical small talk. Okay, cool. So I already went through your website and your answers when booking in, but I wanted to ask you some questions to get a better understanding on how things work internally. Is that okay? I know we reached out to you, but what is the main thing that piqued your interest in us? What made you jump on this call? Write down this answer. They're literally telling why they're here, what's their priority. You can use this later in follow-ups on a demo to really hone in on this. Or you told me you jumped on a call because of this. This is exactly what we do. And what are you guys doing right now to get more customers meetings? What channels are you using? Getting a little bit background on what they're doing to see if there's something you can improve. Cool. And how many meetings you're getting right now weekly? Again, writing down the numbers, seeing where they are right now, so we can compare it later to where they want to get to. And what's your close rate on average from those calls? So here we want to understand, are they good at closing from cold leads? If they aren't, it's going to be a little bit harder sale. If they are good at this, then it's going to be much easier. What's the average ticket size? Again, understanding their business, understanding if cold email, cold outreach is a viable solution for them. Cool. And final question about the background. How long is the sales cycle for you? So here again, if the sales cycle is long, it's going to take them longer to see positive responses and closes. If it's short, they're going to get results quicker. But everything you have here, you can later tie back. Let's say you work with them and they haven't had closes for 2 months. And you can tell them like, yes, but you told me your sales cycle is 3 months. So how are you expecting to get closes faster with us? So all of this can be used later. And you just want to have like a benchmark of where they are right now so they don't blame you. And then once you have the background out of the way, sweet. So let's talk about the future. How many meetings would you ideally like to get every week? So understanding their goals, and then based on that goal, you can tie it in with your offer, and then understand approximately how much work you need to do and approximately what the pricing is going to be. Okay, and hypothetically speaking, if we were able to get you the amount of leads they said they want, are you guys able to invest around 5K one time if we're able to get you those leads, of course? So this is a very important question. It's like a hard question to ask in the beginning, but you're qualifying them for money. You have a lot of options to play around with the pricing, but you want to make sure they have at least some budget they can invest into your offer right now. If you don't have any money, it's not a good fit. You shouldn't do the call. You shouldn't do the demo. It's not going to close. So very important question. don't skip it. And if you say yes, perfect. And again, hypothetically, if you can start getting your leads right away, if you can get you those 10 leads a week, are you guys ready to get started right now? Qualifying them for emergency. If they're not ready to start right now, we don't recommend doing the demo. You're just wasting time that could have gone into talking with interested prospects. If you say like, no, we're just like shopping around right now, we're working on a new project, we're trying to raise money, we're ready in like 6 months. It's like, yeah, that sounds cool. So let me reach out in 5 months once you guys are actually ready for this. And final question, are you the guy that pulls the trigger, or do we need to include other decision makers? If they're not the decision maker, we don't recommend doing the demo and reschedule another call with the real decision makers. Sometimes it's not possible and you would have to do it. Then I recommend recording the call so they can share it with their team. But always, always, always try to get all the decision makers on the call from the first get go. And if they answer that, all right, based on what you told me, it seems like a perfect fit. I'm going to stop sharing my video now, share my screen, and walk you through exactly how I can help you get leads and make more sales. So then you get into the demo, or that's perfect fit. Let me book you in for a 30-minute demo. How about tomorrow? How about the day after? So you wanna, if it's a fit, book them in straight away, or jump in a demo if you booked in a long enough time window. And then some objections. If they can afford 5K, just tell them like, yes, just to be completely upfront, require some money. And how much do you have in your budget right now? Like, what can you afford to spend? Then, based on response, see if you can offer something that would fit their budget. So, yeah, again, honestly, just see. Let's say they want to get just like 5 leads and you can do it much cheaper than your typical pricing. Then maybe you can offer it a little bit cheaper. But it's like all up to you. If it's not a fit, again, be honest with them. So, based on what you told me, right now, unfortunately, it's not a fit because of X. But I'm happy to reach out in a couple of months to see if things have changed, and I can send you some materials if you want to work on this on your own. If you don't have budget right now, check out these videos, these documents, these materials, and build this system internally. So again, be friendly, help them with as much as you can, but then jump off the demo. It's not a fit right now. Don't waste your time.